Ricardo Shears nails the three. Lima Senior up 16 at halftime, and they figured this was going to be easy, but no such luck. Elida rallied second half. Jason Peppel, the inside move. Then with 2 seconds left, Marc Bishop hit the jumper to win it, and Elida stunned Lima Senior 55-53. A game worth watching again tonight at 11 o'clock. Moving to Division III, top-ranked LCC Parkway. In Elida, the T-Birds killed the Panthers with turnovers. Solento Bodie, the long up-court pass to Aaron Hutchins. Hutchins with 23 tonight to lead LCC. Next time down, another turnover, but this time the T-Birds reverse it. Hutchins to Bodie, who goes in for 2 and the foul. LCC stays unbeaten with a 75-54 win over Parkway. T-Birds advance to district. Let's go to Lima Senior.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Napoleon High School, where tonight WTLW TV 44 Sports brings you another installment of Destination Columbus with the boys Division I sectional championship game. The Elida Bulldogs taking on the Lima Senior Spartans. Hello, everyone. I'm Mike Bishop. Happy you could join us for another installment of Destination Columbus, and alongside with the color commentary is Mark Miller. When the Division I brackets were drawn up, Mark, a lot of local fans wanted to see this game, and they will see it tonight here on the hometown family station. Lima Senior, their second straight year at 17-3. Let's talk a little bit about the Spartans.
Well, anytime you look at Lima Senior, you got to talk about 2 things. Their quickness. It's always there, and it's there again this year. And the other thing they've got going for them this year is a huge front line. Henderson, Slays, Towles, those guys are big. They rebound well. That will be the thing that Elida's going to have to combat, but certainly they are good on defense and offense, and hitting the boards. I think a key to the game could be the young guy Shears. How can he hit from the outside, and can the guys off the bench come in and handle the ball and not turn it over?
For Elida, a very impressive win here Tuesday night in the sectional open over Wapakoneta. If there was ever a team playing good ball at the right time, it's the Bulldogs.
Well, their schedule got them prepared. They played maybe the 3 best teams on their schedule the last 3 games of the season. They played well, didn't win a couple of them, but it prepared them for tournament. They came out hot. The thing that Elida's going to have to do is combat the front. They got to do it with Peppel. They got to do it with Hullinger, 2 quality players, but there's only 2 of them, and there's 3 from Lima Senior. You don't have to be a mathematician to figure out Lima Senior's got the edge there. The other thing I think would be a concern for Elida is their depth at the guard position. We talked about Lima Senior's quickness. They'll get up and down the floor. They'll tie around Elida's guards, and due to injury, there's nobody on the bench to come in and spell them.
Because of the distance from Lima, we don't have a sellout crowd here, but we have a loud and boisterous group. Tournament atmosphere prevails here at Napoleon as the Division I sectional championship comes your way. It's Lima Senior and Elida next on TV 44 Sports.
From shaker to formal, solid cherry lovers will delight at the quality and selection offered by the Granary Gift and Furniture Barn. Bedroom, dining, office, any room, you'll find just the right piece of solid cherry or oak handmade furniture at affordable prices. The Granary Gift and Furniture Barn, only 12 minutes west of Findlay, just off State Route 12.
As manufacturing jewelers, we at Bonds frequent Antwerp's world-famous diamond cutters, personally selecting the diamonds that Bonds' own manufacturing jewelers will set into our fine arms.
Lima Senior High Spartans and the Elida Bulldogs for the Division I sectional championship. This portion of tonight's game is brought to you by the QP Restaurants of Lima. From the Grand Canyon here in Napoleon, what they call their home floor, as the actual playing floor and first deck is located below ground here at this fine facility in Henry County. Let's meet our starting lineups. Duran Moore out there for the Lima Senior team. Marc Bishop will counter for Elida. Ricardo Shears averages 13 points a game. He's a freshman. And Justin Gopp averages 9 points a game for the orange and white. In the pivot, leading scorer, leading rebounder, Rodney Howell. Second leading scorer, I should say. Nate Dotson will start for the Elida squad. Raheem Slace headed to Ohio University on a football scholarship. And the leading scorer for Elida this year is James Hollinger. Justin Henderson rounds out the starting lineup for Lima. And Jason Peppel is the 5th starter for Elida. Lima Senior is coached by Matt Kramer. Elida is coached by Chris Adams. Our officials for this evening's first game are Jim Porter and John Veith. Last time these two schools met was in a sectional tournament 2 years ago. Won easily by Lima Senior. The only time Elida defeated Lima Senior in high school basketball was in the sectional championship in 1990. A decisive 20-point-plus victory for the Bulldogs. And they will try to duplicate that W here tonight. They'll be the home team in their home white. Lima Seniors in their road red. Spartans 17-3 in the year. Elida is 13-8. And there you get a look at the good crowd that is driven up here, up Route 108, to catch tonight's ball game.
It took the fans a while to get here, but they're here now. Not many open seats left.
Towles at center circle will go up against Keppel. And Rodney caught it, so we'll go over to the Elida squad. The matchups in this game are going to be very interesting, because Elida is going to have to check Henderson, Towles, and Slays in the front, and they only have 2 big guys to go up against 3 Lima Senior guys that have the great height. Spartans open up in a man-to-man. Dotson on the wing. Hollinger tries to force the action. Dotson post pass, and Keppel has it checked away. Bishop, the left-hander, doesn't go, and it's cleared away by Slays. 2 chances that time for Elida. Henderson out to Slays. Rebound off to Hollinger. Nice job on the defensive boards by Elida. Dotson around and out. Towles with the rebound.
Rodney, an excellent defensive rebounder.
Shears the definitive move, and a charge call on Ricardo Shears.
Well, the whistle blew. Peppel had the block. A lot of Lima Senior fans thought it was going to be a call there, but the charge on the second man, I think it was Bishop underneath taking the charge.
Slays is called, Shears for his first foul. That's the first foul of the contest.
A little pressure here by Lima Senior. Not full pressure, but they'll take a turnover if they can get one.
Nice pass inside. Peppel can't get it to go. Rebound controlled by Elida. Bishop for 3.
Elida had a lot of open shots at that basket. They finally got one to go through. Referees telling whoever bumped the ball on the way down the court, leave it alone. Don't touch it. No delay of game. Just let it fall.
So off the loose ball situation, Elida prospered as Bishop was by himself and he drained the 3. His 42nd of the year. Shears from the outside off the iron, but Towles with the rebound.
What a great rebound, tip in. Didn't come down to his feet, just put it right back in the basket.
That will be one of the storylines of this game. How well can Lima offensive rebound, and how well can Elida keep them off the offensive board?
Well, you got 3 of them to box out. They can all jump. We talked about their big front line in the pregame.
Peppel has it, can't get it to go, but Hollinger on the other side with a backside follow.
The game plan's easy to see for Elida. They want to pound it into Peppel and make the big defensive guys from Lima Senior try to foul him. He's very active, very strong.
Well, Peppel has 22 points. Slays can't get it, and the rebound is controlled by Goff.
That's the only chance Elida has is for the guards to rebound.
But Slay's forced the turnover here. Duran Moore with it. Off the move. Rodney Powell.
Rodney's so tall, long arms, good jumping ability.
Hollinger checked away by Rodney Powell.
That's just a great block because Hollinger did everything he could with the left hand.
Chris Adams on the floor, jumping up and down. Upset the maneuver. And the fadeaway goes by Henderson.
He wanted a moving pick at half court. Rodney Towles, as he went down the floor, stepped in front of Gopp. Chris Adams wanted the moving pick, didn't get it.
6-5, Lima Senior has their first lead.
That's a big-time play if you ever saw it. Baseline drive, reverse layup in among the tall timber.
That's a move Bishop wouldn't have made a couple years ago, but a fine maneuver that time, and Elida has the lead back at 7-6.
We expected Elida to play half-court zone. They don't want to match up. That's what they're in.
Moore, the three in and out, and Hollinger has the rebound. A foul called on the rebound against Lima Senior.
It's going to be on Justin Henderson. A silly foul by Justin. Good box out by Elida. He slapped at the ball as they came down with it. He can't afford to give those. Elida in that half-court zone playing a 3-2. Kind of odd with the big guys Lima Senior has underneath, but so far, good job boxing out. They've gotten some rebounds.
Henderson, his first foul, 2 team fouls on Lima Senior. Elida trying to get to the 1-point lead. This is Bishop.
Well, Bishop's off to one of those starts. When he gets hot, it's lights out a lot of times, and he looks like he's hot tonight.
10-6. Bulldogs with the lead. Bishop has 8 of those 10 points. Shears.
A great shot by Shears, but not any movement at all by Lima Senior on offense.
Towles beat the ball down the floor, comes up with a turnover. Shears.
Right now, it is just pure athletic ability for Lima Senior in their half-court offense. Another nice move by Shears.
4 quick ones by Ricardo, and we're tied at 10. Just over halfway through our first quarter.
Duran Moore getting very aggressive on Justin Gopp, causing him some trouble. Hollinger likes to go to the hoop.
Checked by Slays. This is Keppel inside. Nice move! Keppel with a great drop step and then the big stride. That's why the Lima Senior bench wants a travel call.
Well, Keppel does that very well. He fakes a shot, gets the defensive man up in the air, and then with that strength, he goes through arms to the basket, which he showed right there. This guy was 10 for 10 against Walpock from the floor. High percentage shooter because he's always in around the basket.
Short there. Keppel had about 4 slam dunks against the Redskins on Tuesday night as well.
Those are high percentage, huh?
12-10. Elida with the lead. Lima Senior with a basketball. Duran Moore for a 3.
Well, that's a real key for Lima Senior. Shears and Moore hitting a 3 because Elida really sinking down in against the big guys on the zone defense.
18 threes on the year for Moore. 13-12. Lima Senior has the lead back. Approaching 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. Slays the fine rebound off the miss by Keppel. Down it comes to Henderson.
Henderson almost ran into Coach Chris Adams going down the sideline.
Henderson for 3. And a reach foul on Rodney Towles.
This is a big call. This gives Rodney his second foul early in the game. Coach Matt Kramer's going to talk to him. Rodney says, I'm okay. I can stay in, Coach. You don't want to leave this game. Matt doesn't want him to leave.
Yeah, they can't afford to have him out there, but an interesting factor. Lima with 4 team fouls. Elida hasn't committed a foul yet here with 2:45 to go in the first. That's a double dribble. Turnover against Elida.
The way the gym's situated, all of one team's fans on the other, on one side, all of the other team's fans on the other side, but both teams on the same side. That's enemy territory for one team.
And that's for Elida. The Lima Senior fans are located with the team. Duran Moore off the iron, and Hollinger clears it away.
See, Rodney couldn't get aggressive on that rebound because he's got 2 fouls.
Keppel.
That's a gutsy block with 2 fouls. Rodney could have had his 3rd.
Slays to Henderson on the wing, and he puts it in. Justin Henderson with room to maneuver.
Justin Henderson, Mr. Steady, always there when you need him.
15-12, Lima Senior with the lead. Under 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Peppel, nice move there.
See, Rodney saying, take me out, coach. I can't be aggressive. He's taking me to the hoop. I don't want to foul and get my third. He grabbed his jersey, said, take me out.
They might see a switch. You might see Slays go on Peppel. Slays only an inch shorter at 6'6" and almost as strong, probably.
Right. A good defensive player.
Cheers, and there's the athletic ability that Mark talked about. A fall away that time.
He's instant offense, and if he's on, he's kind of like Bishop for Elida. He can hit from anywhere.
17-14. Elida down by 3 with the ball. Pull-up jumper by Bishop. Rebound to Rodney Towle.
Rodney can get up. Peppel in good rebound position. Rodney took it out of the air.
1 minute to go in the quarter. Slace, and a foul's called on the drive. And the Lima Senior fans come out with a mock cheer. We played 7 minutes before Elida picked up their first foul. That is Marc Bishop's first foul.
And that was an obvious foul. In essence, he said, I'm not going to let you drive for a layup. I'm going to stop you right here.
Hammy Reagan comes into the contest. And Peppel takes a seat, I believe.
Peppel's working hard. He's gassed a little bit.
Shears off the iron, and Hullinger has the rebound.
Hullinger doing a great job on the defensive boards, boxing people out.
Long pass down the floor is retrieved by Bishop. Hullinger has it taken away by Slade. Duran Moore on the wing to Slade. Second chance coming. Hammy Reagan with a block and a third chance. Lima Senior's prowess on the offensive boards is paying off.
Boy, credit Raheem Slays with being persistent. He missed a layup. He got the rebound. Got it blocked by Hammy Reagan. Got the rebound again and put it up. Reagan tried to block it the second time. Got called for the foul.
Well, Elida with some gutty defensive performances underneath. They are conceding nothing under the glass.
Well, what Elida has to hope for is they just keep working, keep pounding, and get somebody in foul trouble. They go to the bench now, 2 against 2 big guys, and they can play.
And Slays has his first point. Peppel ready to come back in. Lima Senior with a substitution as Sammy Walton will check into the contest.
It was a quick rest for Jason Peppel. Chris Adams can't afford to leave him on the bench very long. They're already at a big height disadvantage.
Justin Henderson sits down for Lima. So Towle stays out there with 2 fouls. 30 seconds to go.
I think the last shot, you got to dump it into Peppel. That's why he's back in the game. He goes one-on-one against Towles. Maybe gets his 3rd foul before the first quarter's up.
It looks like they want to milk the clock, though. They have Peppel on the perimeter at the top of our screen there. Down to 16 seconds remaining in the quarter. 18-14, Lima Senior leads by 4, and Elida's playing for the final shot. Now under 10 seconds to go. They set things up. Bishop thought about it. Now on the drive. Try to dish it off to Peppel, who wasn't looking. Bishop gets it back. And our first quarter is in the books. An exciting one. Lima Senior, 18. Elida, 14.
Welcome back, everybody. Hope you're enjoying our ball game. Lima Senior and Elida.
Tonight's action, the Elida Bulldogs and the Lima Senior High Spartans for the Division I Sectional Championship. It's Destination Columbus on your hometown family station. This portion of tonight's game is brought to you by Bank One of Lima. Let's take a look at our first quarter numbers while we have a chance. Brought to you by Pepsi-Cola from 2-point range. Lima's 7 for 13. Elida is 4 for 13. 3-point range. The Bulldogs 2 of 3. Lima Senior 1 of 6. Elida 0 for 1 from the line. Lima Senior 1 for 2. Rebounding with Lima 11 of 9. 4 turnovers for Elida and 2 for Lima Senior. And I think one of the big stories of that first quarter is Rodney Towle has picked up 2 personal fouls, and he is still on the floor.
He's got to go a whole quarter without picking up another one, or he's done for the rest of the half.
Lob play that time, and a push foul is called on Elida. As that time they went for the alley-oop slam, and I guess Towles was pushed from behind.
Very, very late whistle. They were still playing on the other side of the rim, and finally play stopped. There was a set play off the timeout between quarters. They're going to try to lob it in and let Rodney slam it down.
That foul was on Peppel, his first, 3rd team foul for Elida. And Rodney Towles a 55% foul shooter. We'll get one more. Towels with 5 in the game. It's 19-14. Lima Senior was down at one point, 10-6, but since then, they've ruled the roost. 13-4. They've outscored Elida since that time. And a sloppy pass there by Gopp. Raheem Slace missed the slam. Shears with the follow. He puts it in.
Well, Chris Adams is saying, where's the technical? He was hanging on the rim, and he still missed it. And of course, coaches are working for calls later in the game, not necessarily right now.
And the basket is still shaking at that end. It's interesting. They miss a slam, and then Shears, with a high degree of difficulty on that shot, knocked it down.
Good rebound. He crashed the board.
21-14. A couple possessions coming out now. Crucial to Elida. This is Hammy Reagan. Outside to Pepple. A little bit too far away for Jason, and Slays has the rebound. Inside, another push foul is called against Elida. They are very conscious of Rodney Towles, and he was pushed on the reception.
Well, now Pepple's got 2, and Elida's coaches opt to get him out of the game right away, so he doesn't pick up his 3rd.
So Pepple comes out with 2 fouls. Dotson reports in for him. And 14 fouls now against the Bulldogs. So that is evened up. Turnover here against the Spartans.
Elida's got to take care of the ball. They've tossed it away a few times.
Cullinger out to Bishop, first 3. A little bit too hot. Rebound to Sammy Walton.
Cullinger, haven't heard from him much on the offensive end for Elida. He's their leading scorer. They got to get him going.
Elida has only scored 4 points in the last 4 minutes of play. Slace's shot's off the iron, and Hullinger has the rebound.
That's not Raheem's shot there. He'll make him inside.
And Elida takes timeout. 6:19 to go in the first half. Lima Senior 21, Elida 14.
You've heard us say that if the old barn out back...
Lima Senior and Elida. This portion of tonight's game is brought to you by Lima Schwinn Cyclery and Fitness. It's the area's largest bicycle and fitness equipment dealer with quality sales and service. Stop in at Lima Schwinn Cyclery and Fitness at 1206 West Robb in Lima today. And by Fetters Outlet Market. Stop in at Fetters. We're open under new management. Come in and check out the low prices on grocery items. And as always, health and beauty prices are discounted up to 50% off regular retail prices. Mark, Chris Adams took the first time out of the game. What do you think's in the mix for the Bulldogs?
Well, they haven't had any rhythm, any semblance of offense, unity on the last 3 or 4 times down the floor. What he wants right now in a very important possession is a good, solid shot and score. They need to get some points. They've been down a few times and haven't. And Lima Senior's had a chance to really blow this thing open early, but they've missed a couple.
Well, Lima Senior will try to get after defensively and try to keep Gopp and Bishop from hurting them on the perimeter as well. 2 good 3-point shooters. Hullinger underneath, a little bit too hard. Gets his rebound line flat in his back, and a foul's called on Hammy Reagan.
Well, same thing. They want to dish it inside, let Hullinger go one-on-one against Rodney Towles. Now, Rodney, he doesn't even know he's got 2 fouls. He is still playing very aggressive, and to his credit, he's made some great blocks since he's picked up that 2nd foul. But that is Elida's theory. Let's go inside, let Rodney foul us, and get him on the bench. Hasn't worked so far. Hullinger, nice move, just didn't come up with it. Now, he's laying on his back in the lane. He didn't want to catch it. He just grabbed it and threw it right back up, but he didn't want to get called for traveling, I guess.
I have to think Matt Creamer's just trying to steal a couple minutes more with Towles on the floor. If this lead increases, we might see Rodney come out. He gets the ball right now, taken away by Bishop. Nice play by Marc Bishop to force the turnover.
Rodney brought it down low, and the little guys could get a whack at it.
This is Reagan.
Gopp hasn't gotten loose for the 3 either. Their leading 3-point shooter most of the year.
Hammy Reagan off the window and out. Cut break there, and Slays has the rebound.
Well, the Bulldogs have had some good quality shots. They can't get it to go in the hoop.
Mark and I will pick our Stolly Insurance Hustle Award winner at the conclusion of tonight's contest. Slays' shots against the boards. Durand Moore for 2. Out of bounds, it stays with Lima Senior.
Well, right now, nothing's going right for Elida, but luckily for them, Lima Senior's having a little trouble.
Both teams in the midst of a dry spell. Elida hasn't scored in this quarter. We're almost 3 minutes into it. Pepple's back on the floor for Reagan. Remember, he has 2 fouls. We approach the 5-minute mark of the first half. Rodney Towles against pressure, and Rodney now has 7 in the game. And that lob pass isn't going to work against the tall Lima Senior team that can run down the floor.
That's right. They can run, and Gops tried it 3 times, come up empty.
23-14, Lima Senior by 9. This is Shears. Towles with a nice move. The game going Lima Senior's way and getting away from Elida right now. It's 25-14, Lima Senior's biggest lead.
Elida needs a basket. They need to get off the...
And a foul's called here. Duran Morris really played good defense so far against Gopp on the perimeter. That's his first foul.
You know, not only has he taken the shot away from Gopp, I believe he's caused those bad passes because he's in Gopp's face so much. Good defensive player. You're right.
That is Duran's first foul and the 5th team foul against Lima. Both schools with 5 team fouls. Hollinger has to take a one-hand shot. He had to change it as Slay's got a hand up. So Elida's dry spell continues.
Elida's still in the half-court zone.
Hollinger with a nice play.
Good job by Hollinger. He finally fronted him. He wasn't having any success staying behind Rodney.
Bishop for 3. Can't get it. Peppel with the rebound. I think the senior high size is intimidating Elida a bit underneath as they have missed the short ones they were making in earlier games.
They sure have. They have really gone cold.
Still have not scored in this quarter. We're more than halfway into it. On the lob. Take the slam away. So an emotional play by Lima Senior's taken away. It goes against the Spartans. Sammy Walton called for the moving pick.
Now, you remember we said earlier, Chris Adams is working for a call later. He was complaining about a moving pick at center court. Same situation, they called it this time. They remembered the complaint earlier. Walton's got to set the feet before you can pick a guy off. That was like a football hit.
And another timeout called by Elida. 3:41 to go in a half. Lima Senior 25, Elida 14.
Start your career.
Doubleheader tomorrow at noon for the Battle of the Bulldogs, Salina and Defiance. It will determine who goes on to Bowling Green and who goes home. That's the lower bracket Division I sectional final. Salina and Defiance tomorrow at noon.
Mike, Chris Adams used his second timeout. I really think he feels that this is such a pivotal point in the game. Just before half, if Lima Senior runs off a few more, this thing may be over by halftime. He has to get the half-court offense going. I think that's why he used his second timeout. Plus, he's using it to his advantage to chew on the officials a little bit more.
Well, that's what he's doing right now, talking to Jim Porter.
He's pointing towards the lane, and I will say this, not in his defense, but Rodney has been camping in the lane. And if you let the big guy stand in the lane for the lob, you're in trouble.
Well, let's see what they do. Elida's burned 2 timeouts. They have not scored in this quarter. They haven't scored since about the 2.5-minute mark of the first quarter. Hollinger with it right now, and a foul's called. It's called on Ricardo Shears, and it's going to be bonus time from here on out for Elida.
That's the first chance Hollinger's had to slash to the basket. This kid can really run the floor. He gets out on the break and takes it strong. Also, if he gets it at the high post like he did right there, he can slash down the lane. That's the first time we've seen it.
Shears has 2 fouls, so Shears, Peppel, and Rodney Towles all have 2 fouls apiece. Well, the net gets tickled for the first time in this quarter for Elida, and Hollinger now looking for his 4th point. 25-16, Lima by 9 with the basketball. 3 minutes and 20 seconds to go until halftime. The winner plays Thursday night at Bowling Green against either Mansfield Senior or Tiffin Columbian in district action.
Elida switched to a man-to-man in the timeout. So now Lima Senior setting up their offense, looking for the mismatch they want. Hollinger on Towles. Great steal.
Nice steal by Bishop. Good hustle there. Let's see if Elida can cut into the lead again with under 2 minutes to go.
Elida's fans sensing the importance right here, too.
Goff with the ball. Looks like he was trying to find the basket that time. This is Bishop. Lima Senior's aggressive man defense coming out on those guards. Pepple in the lane, and Jason Pepple connected.
Well, Pepple can shoot over Tiles because Pepple can really jump. You think that the big kids from Lima Senior can jump, you ought to see that kid in an open gym. However, you got to play with 9 other guys on the floor, and that's been tough on him tonight.
25-18, Shears for 3.
What a big basket. A mini run by Elida, and Shears answers.
Shears with his 16th three of the year. The freshman leads the Lima contingent with 11 points. Pepple checked away, and he gets the ball back, and Elida will reset. Bishop, and a foul's called on Moore as he fed it off to Hullinger.
I'll tell you what, Chris Adams is irate because he's getting a little ticky-tack fouls by the guards, but inside where it really gets physical, he's not getting the call he wants. The call he wants is on Rodney Tiles, and Rodney is playing very, very well with 2 fouls.
That foul's called on Moore, so he has 2 fouls now. Justin Henderson reports back into the contest, and Sammy Walton will take a seat.
Pepple on the bench as well. Pepple has to be rested occasionally.
Shane Falke into the game for him. Hullinger can't get that one. So Elida down by 10. Lima Senior has the basketball. Under 2 minutes to go in the first half. Shears inside of Towels. They work it out to Duran Moore with a nice show and go move. Slings. And there's the straight move by Slade.
Good move by Slade. Great pass by Moore.
30-18. Lima Senior scored the last 5 points. Marc Bishop off the iron. And Slade's way up in the air for the rebound.
Big rebound. Slade's kind of get passed over because of Tiles, but he's a big, strong guy, too.
Rodney way short on that one. He was too far from the basket for his shooting range. The Elida fans give the air ball cheer. Nice ball movement here. Checked away, though. Rodney Tiles with another block. The shot that time by Hullinger.
Slade felt it. He wanted it right back. He knew he had spotted up on the open wing.
He has scored the last 2 baskets. It's 32-18. Lima Senior on a 7-0 run as this first half winds down. Hullinger in and out. Tough break. And the rebound off to Towels. See if the Spartans try to play for the final shot here. Henderson. The Spartans closing this first half with a flourish as their crowd is up on their feet. Giving the kids a big cheer with under 30 seconds to go. 34-18 our score.
Elida's taking good shots. They just can't get it the second half of the way down. A lot of rattle around and come out. A little lift if they'd hit one right here before half.
13 seconds to go. Working the double stack as Elida plays for the final shot. 7 seconds to go. Bishop, the top of the key. Nice pass inside the hole. Once again, Towels with the block. And our first half comes to a close. The Lima Senior Spartans with a 9-0 run in our score at halftime. Lima Senior 34, Elida 18.
No, Clyde, you can't go to the park.
We are back at the Canyon, the Grand Canyon here at Napoleon High School at halftime of our boys Division I sectional championship game. And Lima Senior has total control as they lead Elida by a score of 34-18. This portion of tonight's game brought to you by Lima Technical College. Let's take a look at our first half numbers for the first 2 quarters. For Lima Senior, they are 13 for 24 from the field. Elida is 5 of 22. From 3-point range, Elida is 2 of 7. The Spartans are 2 of 8. Both schools are 2 out of 4 from the foul line. Lima Senior has a 25-14 rebounding edge. The Spartans with 7 turnovers, 6 for the Bulldogs. Leading scorers in the game, Marc Bishop has 8 points for the Elida team, but he scored those very early. Leading the way for the Lima team is Ricardo Shears with 11. Rodney Towles has 9 points and probably about 5 or 6 blocks as well. Mark, one of those stats here at halftime, 25 rebounds to Lima Senior, 14 for Elida. One of the things you and I talked about on the way up here is that Elida had to keep Lima Senior off the boards. They haven't done it.
Well, they've tried hard. You know, they started out trying to negate them, but you know, Lima Senior has such great height and leaping ability. They are really good rebounders. It's just not that they're tall kids out there running around. I think 2 big factors playing it, and they're both very obvious. One is Rodney Towles not only was able to stay in the game with 2 early fouls, because he's a factor whether he's doing anything or not. He wasn't just a factor, he dominated. And you got to credit that kid with knowing when to go for a block and when not to get the 3rd foul on him. And the other issue is somebody put the lid on the basket for Elida. Now what they're hoping for is Lima Senior shoots at that basket and they want the lid to stay on it this second half so they can get back in this thing. This thing is definitely close to being over at halftime.
Now remember, fans, we have another game coming up here tonight at Napoleon. We're replaying it tomorrow at noon. That's Salina and Defiance, the Battle of Bulldogs. It should be a great one. Salina played a super game here on Tuesday night against Findlay, and they beat Defiance. Played a great game here Tuesday night against Findlay, and they beat Salina in regular season competition. So that game's coming up Saturday at noon, Defiance and Salina, and then Saturday night at 11 o'clock, the girls matchup that all area fans have anticipated. St. Mary's at 20-3, Bath at 23-0, playing for the Division II district title. That's up at Patrick Henry High School, and the hometown family station's going up there. We'll have it for you at 11 o'clock Saturday night. The girls matchup between the Bath Wild Kittens and the St. Mary's Ladies Rough Riders. Fun time of the year with matchups like that coming your way. Once again, our halftime score here: Lima Senior 34, Elida 18. Replay of Destination Columbus, and Lima Senior hopes to take that first step tonight. If they play in the second half anyway like they played in the first half, they'll be on their way to Bowling Green for district action next Thursday night. Duran Moore on the floor along with Ricardo Shears, Justin Henderson, Rodney Towles, and Raheem Slace. That's the Lima starting 5. Marc Bishop along with Nate Dodson, James Hullinger, Jason Peppel, and Justin Gopp starting 5 for Elida. Elida scored only 4 points, including 1 field goal in that second quarter. Partially blocked again by Towles. That has to be 5 or 6 blocks for him on the game. Duran Moore, he's not picked up right away. Peppel from behind shows his shot blocking ability. Moore had to make that move as no one picked him up, but Peppel was laying in wait.
Well, Peppel's got to be careful trying to block a shot from a big guy because he might get some hand, but when the ball's suspended up in the air, he'll go get it. Rodney posting up inside, Peppel on him.
Rodney, the turnaround is short, and the rebound controlled by Elida. Elida was out rebounded 25-14 in that first half.
And a lot of them meant second shot putbacks for Lima Senior.
The Bulldogs a little bit short-handed at the guard position. Remember, Josh Wallace has been out for some weeks, and Sean Heineman no longer able to play with an ankle injury, and there's a foul. That will go against Towles, and that is his 3rd.
Well, we sang Rodney's praises for getting out of the first half. He didn't take much time getting it in the second half. And that was a no-doubter. Now, with 2 early fouls in the game, Rodney did not come out at all. Here's his 3rd foul early in the 3rd quarter. Matt Kramer isn't even looking at his bench. He has confidence that Rodney can play.
Peppel with 7 points in the contest. Jason Peppel has tied Bishop for scoring honors on the Elida team with 8 points, 34-20. Play instructions from Matt Kramer to his youngsters.
Elida still in a man-to-man. When you're down by this many, you have to pretty much stay with it.
The jump hook shot by Towles doesn't go, and Bishop has the rebound. So Rodney 0 for 2 from the field. Dotson, the wing shot goes. That's a two-pointer. And Dotson has his first basket.
Well, Elida's opened up with 2 solid possessions. That's what they want to do, to try to get back into it.
And I think the perimeter scoring, just like they got from Dotson, will help their cause considerably. Shears with the ball. Hullinger with the rebound. So Lima Senior 0 for 3 on their first 3 trips down the floor.
They're shooting at that basket. It's about 8 feet from us. I don't see a lid, but they sure can't hit at it, either team so far.
Maybe it's the background. Maybe the 44 announcers are proving to be a kibosh for successful field goals. There's a foul called. It goes against Shears as Peppel, mano on mano. That was power versus power right there. And Shears was called, Slace for the foul. I'm sorry, Raheem Slace.
You're exactly right. That was a high-power collision right there. Now, those are 2 strong young men.
Slace, that's only his first foul.
And with a body like that, that's a real credit that he can play aggressively and only pick up a foul in the third quarter. He's going to be some football player.
Raheem
Slace very long.
All-league selection, first team in the GMC at tight end. And Peppel has 1 out of 2. Slowly but surely, Elida's crawling back into it. They've scored the only 5 points of this quarter, 34-23. Just over 2 minutes into our third quarter from Napoleon High School. Rodney Towles, the 12-footer doesn't go, and Peppel has the deflected rebound. Spartans now 0 for 4 from the field.
3 straight misses by Rodney. All good shots. He's come up short with Peppel's hand in his face all 3 times.
Hullinger inside, and Peppel's open off the overplay.
Let's see, Rodney's got 3 now. He's got to be real careful. Peppel had the easy layup.
34-25, Elida coming right back into it. Just over 5 minutes to go here in the third quarter.
Bishop on Henderson, little mismatch on height.
Duran Moore for 3, that's off the iron. And Peppel has the rebound. Peppel has stepped up big in this third quarter for the Bulldogs.
And the Spartans have stopped even going to the offensive boards. Nobody even close to them.
Peppel with it right now, working against Towles.
Oh my goodness.
34-27. Matt Creamer wants to talk things over. He's called a timeout as Elida's opened up this half on a 9-0 run.
The American Pharmacy of Elida and the Canal Pharmacy of...
All over America by rolling in the Straight Talk Bowl-a-thon, May 14th at Westgate Lanes. Raise money for Straight Talk, and you might find yourself with a great prize, a 1988 Mercury Topaz. It's all up for grabs, but you need to register for the Bowl-a-thon coming up May 14th. Call 339-4444. Young people, so much a part of the TV 44 ministry, the Bowl-a-thon, Straight Talk, and these youngsters putting it on the line tonight. Right now, Elida has all the momentum. That's why Lima Senior took the timeout.
Lima Senior needs a good possession. They need to score right here. They haven't scored in the second half so far.
Plays with the ball now. That's where they wanted it, but he's short. Rodney Towles with the rebound. Had to change the shot. What an athletic move by Towles. There is no defense for that.
Well, Rodney got enthused. He said, I'm going to offensive rebound this one and put it back in, and he did just that.
36-27, Spartans up by 9. That was their first basket of the second half, almost 4 minutes into it. And Slays is called for the foul as Hullinger goes to the foul line.
Matt Kramer has to be a little concerned because of Lima's offensive plan in the half court. And that is dump it inside. They're going to go to the hoop very strong. What that allows is a lot of block opportunities, but along with that could come Rodney Towles' 4th foul.
We've seen about 4 or 5 foul shots go halfway home and pop right back out like that one by Hullinger, who gets 1 more. Tough break there and the rebound off the Slaves. So missed opportunities for the Elida Bulldogs.
When you're trying to get back in a game, you got to hit the free throw.
Pretty move here by Shears. That's his follow away. That's a shot that he's very comfortable with. 38-27. Last 4 points scored by Lima Senior.
Just a great move by the young freshman.
Hollinger, nice drop step move there.
We talked about his quickness of foot. He is a good slasher, good in around the basket, getting the shot off.
38-29. Lima Senior by 9 with the ball. 3 minutes and 20 seconds to go. Towles with the offensive rebound. Excuse me, that's Henderson. Now Slade.
There's too many of them for Elida. Just too many of them. Good defense, good boxing out, but they just keep pounding the boards. Good job by Lima Senior.
3 chances there. This is Gopp for 3. That's his.
Say it, Mike. It's his first shot. That's
very first shot. Not just his first basket, but his first shot. And for Gopp, that is his 43rd three-pointer of the year. 40-32. The Elida crowd coming to their feet. Destination Columbus, tournament atmosphere at its finest, but Shears quiets them. I'm sorry, that was Towle.
Well, not a very good-looking shot, but good touch because it rolled in there.
Heppel, and a blocking foul's called. Will go against Lima Senior. I think Henderson, the guilty party.
Henderson tried to take the charge. I thought it was a good move because Heppel was a little out of control, and he was going to try to take it in for the slam, but didn't quite have his feet set, according to the official. Call on Henderson for blocking.
And this will put Jason Heppel at the foul line for 2 shots. He is a 66% foul shooter. That's the 3rd foul on Henderson.
3 on Henderson, 3 on Towles, I think 2 on Slace.
And this half mirrors the first half, Mark, in that Lima Senior has picked up 14 fouls to none for Elida so far.
Well, from this point on in the first half, they played very well with those fouls. Let's see what happens here. Lima Senior still up by 8. A lot of effort being extended by the Bulldogs right now, and they're still down by 8.
42-34. Heppel has a 9-point quarter going as they have gotten him involved. Under 2.5 minutes to go now in the quarter. Slays has it tipped away, and the Elida team will bring it down, trying to cut into that 8-point deficit.
They're leaving Dotson alone. Dotson can have the 3 if he wants it. They're not guarding.
Foul away from the ball. Let's see, I believe it's going to go against Towser. Slace. Let's wait and see.
I don't know if it was a 2-4 or a 3-4 they put up. 2-4.
Okay, that falls on Rodney Towles.
Now they say that's his 3rd. I got him as having 4.
And I have him as having 4 too. That's why he's going to come out of the game. And Doug West reports in for him. The scoreboard stays with 3 fouls. So evidently that is it. Off the set play. Hollinger can't get it. The rebound doesn't fall. Oh my goodness. The lid's on it there. Elida with 2 great chances. Checked away. West with a basket and foul.
Doug West in the right place at the right time. Justin Gopp grabbed his arm. Buddy, that's like grabbing a leg. That didn't affect Doug West one bit.
And that is a big bucket for the Spartans. Doug West, the first team Division I All-State linebacker, and he's only a junior, folks.
There's a man right here. Now, what a big turnaround that was. Elida misses 2 layups, and West sticks 1 in.
Falky's into the game, and that pass goes astray. Turnover against Elida.
How about this? Shane Falky, 250 pounds. Doug West, 235 pounds. If they get in a 3-point stance, I'm leaving.
That or get the pads on, baby. Be some major league collisions out there. 1:35 to go in the quarter. Lima Senior has a 10-point lead. It's been exciting, but so far the Spartans still pretty much in control. Slays can't get it off the window. The rebound to Hollinger. Dotson stood up for 3.
Big shot by Dotson. They're not covering him. We said that earlier. I think an important point, Mike, is can Lima Senior play half-court offense without Rodney?
Well, there's so much that Rodney does for this team. That's a good question. Right now, no one underneath the basket for Lima in this half-court set. Slays takes the 15-footer. Rebound is controlled by Lima Senior, nice hustle.
Good job by Moore getting it out of there. Bishop was about to tie him up.
Duran Moore with the loose ball situation.
It's a good job by Matt Kramer. He's pulling it out with 40 seconds to go in the quarter. He says, hey, let's take the time off. Rodney's not in there. Let's take it one shot and finish the quarter.
Let's see if they do play for the final shot. We have 30 seconds remaining in quarter number 3. The Spartans with a 7-point lead. A floating shot by Shears that time.
That's a freshman shot. That's a freshman shot the first 5 games of the season. Not one he should be taking now. Now, Matt Kramer thinks he got pushed because he sure was flying across the lane, but he's going to have a seat. That's not the shot they wanted.
Especially with 23 seconds to go in the quarter, as that floating shot that time by Shears came up an air ball. Boy, the Elida team can cut the lead to 5 with a 2-pointer right here. 13 seconds remains in quarter number 3.
Now Henderson's on Dotson after he hit the 3. He's going to get a little attention now.
Now we're down to 5 seconds to go. Bishop dishes off. Hollinger to Bishop. This is a 3. Third quarter's in the books. Our score, Lima Senior 44, Elida 37. The Grand Canyon at Napoleon High School. Fourth quarter's about to begin, and it's brought to you by the Lima Lumber Company. Mike Shep and Mark Miller with our third installment overall of Destination Columbus, the Division I Sectional Championship. Lima leads Elida 44-37, but in that third quarter, Elida scored 19 points, more than they scored the whole first half, to only 10 for the Spartans. And we believe that officially Towles only has 3 fouls, so our mistake for reporting 4, and we believe he only has 3. And Slay steps up with a basket.
Raheem can hit that 12-foot jumper. It'll really give them a plus in the half-court offense.
46-37, the Spartans lead by 9 at one point. They led by 16 at half. So Elida's done a good job of getting back into it, but they work so hard. You wonder if they have enough left to try to get over the hump. Heppel with the strong move.
Strong move against a strong defender. Now he's got a lot of height advantage on Doug West, but he's not going to push him around very often.
46-39, Lima Senior by 9. Duran Moore with the ball. He dishes over to Henderson. Sammy Walton. Rodney Towles still out of the lineup right now.
So they don't have Rodney in the lane there getting that 5-foot turnaround jumper.
Doug West in the game for him. No one under when Slays took that shot. Not one red jersey close to the bucket. Bishop for 3.
He knows where that 3-point line is. He knows it in his sleep.
46-42. Closest Elida has been this entire second half.
Elida trying to trap into corners. They're using a little half-court trap. Lima Senior done a good job with the ball so far, not turning it over to that trap. Lima Senior very, very slow to make a move offensively in the half-court. Take some picks off.
Sammy Walton, the running shots off the iron. Rebound off to Dotson. I think we'll see Shears come back in the game momentarily for Lima Seniors. Elida is mounting a rally, and I don't think Lima Senior can play without Shears or Towles too much longer.
Well, we're down to the 6-minute mark, and Rodney's got 2 more to give. Actually 1 before he's got to come out, but he can play hard.
That time, Hollinger's shot off balance. Couldn't get it.
Hollinger must have had the wrong thing for breakfast, because it just ain't going in.
And a travel call.
That's a break for Justin Henderson. That very easily could have been a charge. That would have been his 4th. Here comes Rodney. And the jacket's coming off Matt Kramer. Get a little too tight for him to keep that baby on.
Well, we went almost 26 minutes, just over 26 minutes, but Matt's now in proper coaching attire. The stretch run ensues here at Napoleon, 46-42. Elida has the lead. They're down by 4. We have a loose ball situation, and a timeout's called by Elida. They had possession, they took timeout. 5:42 to go. Lima Senior 46, Elida 42. Challenges of raising a child with special needs, or finding a job if you have Down syndrome. Join Bob and Judith next week for Turning Point, as they look at special needs and special people. Weekdays on TV 44. Let's take a look at our third quarter numbers for this matchup between the Bulldogs and the Spartans. From two-point range, Elida's 9 for 33. Lima's 18 for 42. Three-point range, Elida 4 of 10. Lima Senior 2 of 8. From the line, Elida 7 of 12. Lima Senior 2 of 5. Rebounding with the Spartans, 34 to 23. 8 turnovers for the red and white, and 7 for Elida. Off that timeout call, Elida has only 1 timeout remaining.
If they didn't want to give up the turnover, they need a basket right here. Powell's back into the game. He's on Peppel inside in the man-to-man defense. Shears still on the bench after that ill-advised shot he took.
Hollinger has it taken away. Slays with a nice play that time. And traveling call as the Lima Senior youngster rolled over. That was Henderson, so the tough break there for the Spartans as Slays almost came out with the steal.
Not for lack of hustle. They were diving all over the place trying to get it.
Peppel has it on the inbound. Now they're working around the perimeter. This is Gopp. Gets the three.
Well, they got to get him open. He's 2 for 2.
46 to 45. Elida with a dramatic comeback here in the second half. Marc Bishop called for the foul. That is only the second team foul against Elida. You have to remember at halftime it was 34 to 18. So since that time, Elida has scored 27 points, only 12 for Lima Senior, and Ricardo Shears will come back into the game.
Right now, Matt Kramer needs his offense.
Yeah, he and Towles lead the way for Lima with 13 points. Jason Peppel leads all scores with 17. 5 minutes to go. It's some big possessions coming up for both schools. Slays, nice move to get around his man, and a foul's called on the shot. Raheem Slays will go to the foul line.
I think that's foul number 3 on Peppel. He made it almost halfway through the fourth quarter, so he did a good job playing with a couple of fouls.
That is Peppel's third foul. Raheem Slays, who struggles at the line, only 44% from there to shoot 2. A special thanks to Tournament Director Dwayne Ressler, who's the athletic director here at Napoleon High School. Dwayne, a fine job of hosting TV 44. We appreciate all of his courtesy. 10 points for Slays, 5 in each half, 47-45. So if Elida hits a 3 here, they take the lead since late in the first quarter. Foul's called, goes against Lima Senior. I think Duran Moore is called for the reach. Elida will take the ball out. That is 6 team fouls now against Lima. Elida's committed only 3. The foul called on Moore is his 3rd. Bishop off the setup. Marc Bishop wasn't checked off the wing. He came right in, and we're tied up at 47.
Ricardo Shears wasn't paying attention. A veteran guy, even though a junior. Bishop saw it, streaked to the basket. Got the easy lay-in. Bad mistake.
Henderson can't get it to go, and Peppel has the rebound. The momentum all with Elida right now. We're tied at 47. We approach the 4-minute mark of this ball game.
Dave Johnson trying to get the foul call. No call.
High-low game here between Bishop and Hollinger. Hollinger, the turnaround.
Well, one finally goes to the young man. He had a lot of them roll around and come out. That one went straight in.
49 to 47. Elida has their first lead since late in the first quarter. 3:35 to go. This is Shears with the ball. He loses it to Moore. Lima Senior wants to get it to Towles, but he is double teamed underneath.
He's calling for the lob. He's pointing in the air. Put it up high to me, he says. I'll get it.
Let's see how this one is called. It's going to go against Elida. Ricardo Shears tried to force the action that time. I'm not sure if this will be a shooting foul or not.
I think it's a break for Shears. Matt Kramer didn't like the move. He was kind of out of control, but the foul call will... Are they going to put him on the line or not?
I don't think so,
Get
Mark.
the ball on the baseline.
That's the 4th team foul against Elida. The first on Dotson. 3:18 to go. Lima Senior down by 2. This is Rodney Towles outside. Duran Moore working it around the perimeter.
They've not gotten the ball inside to Rodney since he's come back in the game. Lima Senior showing a lot of poise, a lot of patience. That's a good thing.
Plays a difficult shot, and he goes to the foul line. So twice on drives, Elida has fouled Lima Senior. But the Spartans have struggled. In this half, they've scored only 13 points.
Poise is good. However, if it takes away from your aggressive nature, then it could be a detriment.
And Slays is at the line to shoot 2.
One thing you have to be concerned about, even though he's in the 2nd spot, Rodney Towles is a great rebounder on a missed foul shot. He could tip it right back in. You got to box him out. Pepple's inside of him.
Can't get the roll. 49 to 47. Play instructions from Chris Adams to Marc Bishop. Under 3 minutes to go.
Now, Elida will be patient with the ball and take a good shot, but there's no way they want to stall. Only a 2-point lead.
Pepple inside. Slays laid off of him, and it's 51 to 47.
That was a big-time pass by Hollinger, a no-look bounce pass inside.
Slays, down it goes. A good dish off the Towles as Slays with the assist. A big bucket in a dramatic way for Lima Senior.
Well, that might spur him on to bigger things on defense. A big slam.
And a steal here. Ricardo Shears. Down it goes again. Oh my, what excitement. It doesn't get any better than this, folks. Timeout. We're tied at 51. We are tied at 51. Lima Senior in most dramatic fashion of 2 slam dunks, one by Towles and one by Ricardo Shears, has tied it up after being down by 4. We have 2:08 to go, and one noteworthy thing about that timeout call, Elida has no more timeouts. Lima Senior still has 3 remaining.
That 4-point lead evaporated in a hurry.
Mark and I have picked our Stolly Insurance Hustle Award winner. Boy, that pass looked sloppy, but Pepple made up the ground in a hurry.
I thought it was headed for the wall. Pepple got a hand on it.
Pepple wants to take the shot. He traveled. Yes, he did. He traveled with the basketball. He just skidded the feet a little bit on the move. Official Jim Porter with the call. A big turnover against Elida.
Rodney's spending a lot of time talking to the Elida fans. He's got to get his concentration about him. He's going to be the man right here for the Spartans.
Duran Moore with the ball. This is Henderson on the wing. Back out to Slays. 1:40 to go. We're tied at 51.
I'm a little surprised that they're holding the ball, especially with Slays out front.
I don't think Elida's going to let him hold it. It went off the foot of an Elida player. Lima Senior will keep it. 1:29 to go. I don't believe this game was officially a sellout, but there aren't very many empty seats to be found, and much of this big crowd on its feet. Shears, fouls called before the shot. It goes against Dotson.
Well, they're calling them tight now. For most of the game, they allowed a little bang, and now they're still calling them really tight.
And that was basically a one-on-one move that time by Ricardo Shears. Both teams now with 16 fouls. It's bonus time from here on out. Lima Senior inbounding underneath their basket.
Looks like Lima Senior just wants to set up a one-on-one and let him go. That time Slays tried to go baseline. Good cutoff by Pepple. Lima Senior in absolutely no hurry to go to the rim. Of course, with a tie game.
Shears partially blocked by Pepple. Rebound is loose. Let's see how this is called. It goes against Henderson.
Great job by Bishop on the defensive boards. He got up and tied up Rodney Towles enough that the ball squirted loose to where Hollinger could get it.
Shears tried a penetration move down the lane, and Pepple with a partial block, and that gave up the ball to the jump ball situation. And then Henderson basically just in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Yeah, that was a hustle foul. You can't fault the kid for that.
And this will send Hollinger to the line. He is a 59% foul shooter, and he struggled a bit from there tonight. 1:04 to go.
This may be where the game's won for either team on the foul line.
Nothing the matter with that one.
Well, a lot of poise for the young man. He's a senior. He's led them all year long.
Boy, Hollinger steps up big time. So after the Lima Senior possession, it's a 2-point lead for Elida, 53-51 with under a minute to go. Shears off balance with the shot. He gets his own rebound and lays it in. Oh my goodness.
What a great follow after another bad shot selection. Athletic ability makes amends in a hurry.
Marky knew it was a bad shot because he went right after it.
You aren't kidding. He was the only one that knew it was coming off the bank board.
We approach 30 seconds to go. Elida has no timeouts. They cannot call timeout.
And Coach Adams is coaching them from the sideline. I think they're going to go for the final shot, send it into overtime if they can. That would be to their advantage because Lima Senior's in more foul trouble than Elida is right now.
We're down to 16 seconds to go. Justin Goff with the ball.
This is where he really wants that timeout, but he doesn't have it.
Working off a pick, Goff with it now, under 10 seconds to go. Elida has to make a move toward the bucket. This is Bishop with the ball. Will Bishop try to take it himself? The fall away. It goes! It goes! 1 second remaining. There's still 1 second to go. The Elida crowd has to get off the floor as Marc Bishop.
Elida's players did a great job of getting their own fans off the floor. What calmness under pressure. How about a shot by Bishop? Triple teamed. He nailed one.
Right now, a timeout's been called by Lima Senior, and I believe they're going to put 2 seconds on the clock. We'll have to wait and see. They're winding the clock down. Matt Kramer and his players were appealing to the officials, and I think 2 seconds are going to go on the clock. What an amazing shot by Bishop.
A fall-away turnarounder. He knew he had to get it in the air, and everybody else was going to crash him. I'll tell you what, that other second is an item, because if Lima Senior can catch it and throw it, which they couldn't do in 1 second, but they can do in 2 seconds, it's a 3-point shot, no matter where it goes from, and they win the game. So this 1 second allows Lima Senior a chance to win the game.
So we have 2 seconds to go. Also, Lima Senior, I know, has at least one more timeout left. They could make a long pass down the floor and call a timeout immediately.
If they could, or if they can't get it in right away, they'll call timeout for the pass that they want. A thing that Elida has to be concerned about is they cannot foul on the shot attempt. It's a 3-shot foul, and they can win the game at the foul line. Right now, Matt Kramer's going to take another timeout. He just wanted to see what Elida was going to come out in on defense.
Looked like Lima Senior was going to, Elida was going to pressure the ball with 2 players. So another timeout was taken, but I still think Lima Senior has 1 left.
I think so too. Now, did Chris Adams plan on that, knowing that Matt Kramer had another time? This is where it's a chess match and the real fun in athletics comes in. He may have set up a defense that he just wanted to show Lima Senior and not really use, because if you're going to take 2 guys on the inbounds patch, you're probably going to, as Matt Kramer, throw it all the way down the floor to Rodney. Now Chris Adams may come out and put all these guys back on Rodney.
So Marc Bishop with the shot of his life, the shot of his high school career up to right now, makes it 55-53. They didn't have a timeout. That just came off of freelancing. But they had good clock management. They knew exactly how much time was left, and Bishop drained it.
Coach Chris Adams is telling his guys, no fouls, no fouls. Now they're going to take 1 guy, Hollinger, on the inbounds. Pepple is back almost to the top of the key, far side.
This is another out-of-bounds pass. Down the floor it comes. The pass went out of bounds. They're going to have to restart this.
That's right. That can't be.
Yeah.
That clock cannot stop until it's thrown inbounds. The clock guy got fooled because Lima Senior passed it from out of bounds to out of bounds.
Which is legal.
That's right.
Which is legal.
And it's a good play. You try to get a mismatch so Justin Henderson, the quarterback from the football team, can throw the ball inbounds unobstructed.
But one thing this does, it reveals Lima's game plan.
Yeah, they can't use that one again.
So they'll have to reorient themselves. They may try to go with that play because, as Mark said, Justin Henderson, all-league quarterback, a 3-year starter for the Spartan football team, has the ability to throw it down the floor, and they were trying to get it to Shears right below our broadcast position. So we'll go back to 2 seconds to go.
Now, Lima Senior, I think, still has a timeout. I mean, they could draw another one up if they wanted, but obviously they had plan B in mind, and here it goes. Looked like they, as you said, they wanted to get it to Shears, who's got the quick release on an outside shot. If they can somehow throw it long enough that Rodney could get it and just kind of tip it towards the basket, that would be a good chance. Here goes the other timeout. Rodney's trying to call it right now.
Okay, we have yet another timeout. And we will take a break. Our score is Elida 55, Lima Senior 53. In high school.
For all your insurance needs, it's Stolly Insurance, a full-service agency including life, health, and employee benefit packages, all at competitive prices. Stolly Insurance and Continental, for all the insurance you'll ever need.
From Northwest Ohio, one and all, bringing you high school basketball.
It's a Western Buckeye League showdown to decide who moves on to Mansfield and one step closer to St. John Arena. Gretchen Pritchard's Wild Kittens are undefeated with 23 wins under their belt. Todd Scarpella's St. Mary's squad has 20 wins of their own and tournament momentum. Fast, St. Mary's. You'll see their Division II District Championship game on TV 44 tonight at 11.
Would you like to learn about the exciting world of TV production? You can through WTLW's production training course. All ages are welcome and no prior experience is needed. You'll train on professional TV equipment and learn all the different positions of a TV production crew. The class will be taught on Saturday mornings by producer Barry Boardman, a master's graduate of Regent University. Openings are limited, so call or write TV 44 to register by April 1st.
Hi, this is Kenny Price, host of Straight Talk. Do you think there is too much violence in rap music, or do the songs just describe real life? Why are some radio stations choosing not to air rap music anymore? On the next Straight Talk, you can let us know what you think about gangster rap. Also on the program will be one of the hottest Christian rap groups going today, the Dynamic Twins. They'll tell us how they think rap music can have a positive message. Don't miss this hot show next Monday night, 8 p.m. on TV 44.
We are back at the Grand Canyon Napoleon High School. 2 seconds to go. Lima Senior will have the ball. They'll have to come the length of the floor. They are down by 2 points, 55 to 53, by virtue of a jump shot by Marc Bishop. They are now out of timeouts as well.
So I think we're going to see the last 2 seconds go finally. Again, a different set now on defense by Elida. Yet a different set.
Henderson has the ball. Down the floor it comes. Towles with it. And that's the ball game. Raheem Slays caught it, but he couldn't manage to get a shot off. And the Elida Bulldogs, with an incredible second half comeback, have won the sectional championship. Marc Bishop is the hero. He is our Stolly Insurance Hustle Award winner. And our final score, Elida 55, Lima Senior 53.
Every day, teens are bombarded with media messages that say sex is okay as long as it's safe. Our young people need to hear the truth. The only safe sex is abstinence. That's why I'm excited about a dynamic new video that destroys the safe sex myth. It ain't worth